Hello members, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at information literacy. We shall start by introduction to information literacy. I'm called Lamapa Oliver. I'm going to take you through these tutorials on information literacy. And to start with, we shall start with introduction to information literacy. We start by knowing the definition of information literacy. Information literacy involves the ability to find, evaluate, and use information effectively. And it's common to all disciplines, like the learning environments and to all levels of education. And this enables learners to master contents and extend their investigations, become more self-directed, and assume greater control over their own learning. And then after knowing these information skills, how can information literate be able to use the skills? Like here you can see, you can be able to determine the extent of information needed. Like after knowing these skills, you can be able to use, like you can be able to think more about the information you're required to. And then the next one is access the needed information effectively and efficiently. Like this gives you a broader area to do your research and find the information effectively and efficiently. Then you can also be able to evaluate information and its sources critically. Now here, like after getting your information, you can be able to cite the information and give the references. You can also use the information effectively to accomplish a specific purpose. You can use the information to do the exact work you are tasked to do. And then we also have how will I use information literacy skills. Like after acquiring the skills, what will you be able to use it for? One, you have to identify the formation, the extent of information needed. Yeah, you can use that information. Like you can use the skill to get more information. Yeah, you can also locate and retrieve appropriate sources of information. Like you can use Google Scholars to get the appropriate information. You can also use other things like Sci-Hub to get the basic information, and then you should be able to evaluate information and its sources critically. Yeah, you have to, after getting the information, you read the abstract and you should be able to cite it and give the references. And then the next one, you have to synthesize the information, retrieve, integrate it into one's current knowledge base, and successfully apply it to the original information needed. Yeah, like after getting the information, you have to retrieve the source and you relate it, like if it's going to match like the knowledge you want, and you have to apply it. And then you can also translate these abilities and concepts to new projects. And then the next one is the life cycle of information, which is the life cycle includes recognizing information needs, searching for information, evaluating information, using information, citing information, reflecting on the process, and sharing information. And then here we also have the different importance of literacy in the digital environment. One is navigation, abundance, critical thinking, combating misinformation, effective research skills, data management, digital citizenship, lifelong learning, empowerment. For the introduction, we are going to end here, and this Skills of Information Literacy is sponsored by Ngoma Technology. They do things like tracking, device tracking, window installation and many more. You can reach on them. I'm going to end here. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.